Hello, fabulous listeners. Welcome back to Anthony Knows, where there's no judgment and your story truly matters. Today we've got a letter from one of you who's been diligently stashing money away month after month, only to have life throw you a curveball and force you to cut into those carefully built up savings. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Let's dive right in. Our listener writes, I've been saving regularly, but a certain expense came up and I had to use that money. I feel like I failed myself, and I'm anxious about starting over. First off, take a deep breath. Yes, I'm right here breathing with you. You did something smart, you saved, and then you did exactly what those savings were for. You used them to handle an emergency. That's the entire point of having a safety net. Think of it as a superhero kit you put on when trouble shows up. You broke out the kit, you fought the emergency, and now it's time to patch it up and get ready for the next adventure. It's perfectly human to feel a pang of disappointment. Loss aversion, according to psychologists, makes losing what we've built feel twice as sharp as gaining the same amount. But here's the truth bomb. The moment you had to spend that money, your savings did their job. They protected you from debt, from stress piling sky high, from sleepless nights, wondering how to pay for that surprise bill. Give yourself credit for taking action instead of letting fear paralyze you. So how do we rebuild without falling into a spiral of self-criticism? First, let's reframe the story in your mind. Instead of saying, I ruined my savings, say, I managed the crisis with the tools I had. That simple cognitive reframing can ease the mental load immediately. Studies in cognitive behavioral therapy show that shifting from catastrophizing thoughts to neutral Gaussian observations reduces anxiety by nearly 30%. Boom! Science-backed belief. Next up, a plan. Start with micro goals. If jumping straight back to your original savings rate feels impossible, begin with something tiny, $5 or $10 per week. Automate it and regard it as non-negotiable as your morning cup of coffee. Over time, you feel that bank balance nudge upward and your confidence will grow alongside it. Humor me for a second. Imagine your saving jar is a plant. Right now, it looks a bit droopy, but you're the gardener. A drip of water here, and a spoonful of soil there. And soon, it's trailing again. You wouldn't scold the wilting plant. You do not charge it. Treat your savings the same way, with gentle consistency. Now, here's a little tough love. Avoid the temptation to slide into quick fix debt. High-interest credit cards and payday loans are like quicksand, tempting in, a pinch but dragging you deeper the more you struggle. Instead, if you need a bridge loan, explore low-interest options, credit unions, 0% interest balance transfer, or even talking with friends or family about the short-term, no-interest arrangement. Transparency and honesty are your allies here. Let's talk mindset hacks. Reward small victory. Every time you resist a non-essential purchase, drop $1 or even a paperclip into a wing jar. Watching the jar fill up is like cheering yourself on every day. Psychologists call this positive reinforcement, and it rewires your brain to crave that good feeling dopamine hit from saving rather than spending. Another tip, visualize your goal. Close your eyes for 30 seconds each morning and imagine your account balance growing. Feel the relief, the freedom. Neuroscience tells us that visualizing success activates many of the same neural pathways as experiencing it. You start making choices in real life that align with that mental vision. Don't underestimate community support either. Share your journey with a friend who's also money conscious. Or join an online forum where folks sort tips on frugal living, side hustles, and motivational strategies. Accountability partners can transform what feels like a solo slog into a shared mission. Let's circle back to self-compassion. You are not a failure because you used your savings for its intended purpose. You are a champion for being prepared. Remind yourself of that whenever doubts creep in. Write it on a sticky note. I prepared. I protected. I will rebuild. Faster than notes somewhere you see it daily. And remember, rebuilding savings is rarely a straight line. You will have setbacks, unexpected costs, maybe even a new emergence. That's life. Each time, you'll get to practice resilience, grit, and ingenuity. And each time, your financial muscles will grow stronger. So let's wrap this up with a victory chant quietly in your head or out loud if you are feeling bold. I got this. My future self is proud. That's the energy that will carry you forward. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Keep reading, keep visualizing, keep automating those savings. And above all, keep being kind to yourself. You're writing a story of resilience, and every chapter, even the tough ones. This is Anthony, reminding you that no judgments live here, and your story is always worth telling. Talk soon.